Alright, YouTube, it's time for part 2 of investigative journalism with Styx Hexenhammer. The legacy media won't do it, so now a bunch of fucking YouTubers and bloggers have to comb through all these Podesta emails every single day. The second attachment in the Podesta email that's linked, I've got a quote here, I'll read it out. You can check out the link in the description. Yeah, you should probably spread it around because it's quite important. This is an interesting quote from Hillary Clinton in the context of the election as it's currently going. I'll just read the quote for you and you can consider it for yourself for a moment. Now, this is in the context of Michael Bloomberg being potentially involved further with politics, and certainly as a donor to her campaign, so put that in perspective as well. But here's a quote from Hillary Rodham Clinton from attachment 2 of today's Wikileaks leaks. As far as one particular Podesta email that has 3 of her full speech transcripts to Goldman. Very, very interesting. She didn't want this material getting out, and this quote probably sums up why in the best detail of any of them. You know, I would like to see more successful business people run for office. I really would like to see that because I do think, you know, you don't have to have 30 billion, I guess roughly what Bloomberg has, I don't know, but you have a certain level of freedom from being wealthy, I say independently wealthy. And there's that memorable phrase from a former member of the Senate, you can maybe rented but never bought, and I think it's important to have people with those experiences. What it appears she's saying here is that it's actually a good thing to have billionaires in office. I'm not sure if her core fans would agree with that, specifically because they can't be bought or paid for as easily, because politicians are rented from time to time. Now, that's common knowledge. It's not like that's any major revelation on Clinton's behalf. But it does show it's a little bit strange because she's actually deriding somebody who is in that category of multi-billionaires, who is openly professing exactly what she's professing here regarding Michael Bloomberg. And it's probably even more the case, considering that the candidate she's going up against has been basically chastised by half of his own party and is now running a complete maverick campaign, ostensibly without any real backing from the Republican Party at all. So, putting this into context, quite an interesting quote, really. She didn't seem too concerned about the idea of really rich people running for office before, you know, when she was talking to Goldman, no less. Rather interesting, brings up Bloomberg, who's a good buddy of hers, used to be a buddy of Donald Trump, of course, until he ran for office. Just more of the, I guess, hypocrisy and hyperbole that you're seeing in this election, not quite as revealing on the foreign policy front as the previous quote about Saudi Arabian nukes from Clinton's first speech transcript there. Podesta, thank you for supplying the world with this material by being too stupid to secure your emails. But this second one, I think, is more telling on a personal basis. As far as her true feelings regarding wealth and politics. She doesn't have a problem with it, unless the person is standing in her way and running against her, apparently. So yeah, you should definitely spread this around too. I don't know if anyone else has posted either of these quotes or even the transcripts yet. I know 4chan has found the specific email with transcripts. I don't know if they've been gotten done digging through them yet. Of course, because I'm self-employed as an editor and an author, it doesn't take me nearly as long to go through these things. I have a little bit of an advantage over the pundits and talking heads. Most of them, I don't know what they were doing in college, but I imagine that it involved a lot of pills, and not the kind that help you study, probably, let's face it. That's about all. Peace out.